Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. Squirrel Mom's desperate move to save family has people in tears. When a young motherless critter found its way into the care of two wildlife rescuers, the human duo did their best to give the wild and non-domesticated animal a chance to live. They didn't realize, however, that they were about to embark on a heartwarming journey that thousands would follow online. If you found a mother squirrel leaving her two newborns on your bed before disappearing into the night, what would you do? A New York man faced this very dilemma when he found a family of baby squirrels making a nest inside his house. A bit shocked, to say the least, he had no idea what to do. These little ones were so small they couldn't even open their eyes. Luckily, their mom was around, for a little bit at least. Mother squirrel visited them frequently at first, feeding her babies and building a nest outside. But at some point she stopped returning. Here the man was with two baby squirrels on his bed. He felt responsible for them. Not knowing how to take care of baby squirrels, the man called wildlife rescue, who arrived to quickly assess the state of the babies. Fully aware that they wouldn't survive without the mother, the rescuers decided to intervene. Since there's only one official rehabilitation center in the city, the majority of wildlife rescue is done on a volunteer basis. Local rehabber Arena Hinzen said she rescued about 75 squirrels per year, and during busy breeding periods in the summer and spring, juggles up to 40 animals at a time. "We're really seeing the impact of climate change with the seasons going way longer," Hinzen said. "The first year it happened, we thought it was just an odd thing, but it turns out it's not. We get small babies in October when the season should be over at the beginning of September." Wildlife rescuer Christina Reyes and her husband Michael took it upon themselves to take care of the squirrels. One of the babies was already weakened and didn't make it very much longer. Would the remaining squirrel meet the same fate? All baby squirrels are born deaf and blind, normally opening their eyes at around 5 weeks old. But this baby squirrel, even after 6 weeks, wasn't opening her eyes. But against the odds, the baby lived through her first few months in the world. The couple had talked about wanting babies themselves and completely fell in love with the squirrel while nursing her back to health. She was unfit to go back out into the real world, so they adopted her. There are people who think if the animal can't survive outside, it should be put down, and we decided that wasn't going to be an option, said Michael, the squirrel's new dad. There's nothing physically or mentally wrong with her, she's just different. They named their new best friend Thumbelina, after a fairy tale by the famous Danish children's book author Hans Christian Andersen. It's about a girl no bigger than a thumb who must find her way through the woods. Thumbelina isn't the first squirrel to become a household pet. In the 1700s, pet squirrels were all the rage. When Mungo, the pet squirrel of Benjamin Franklin's good friend, got loose and was killed by a dog, Franklin wrote, "I lament with you most sincerely the unfortunate end of poor Mungo. Few squirrels were better accomplished." Usually, squirrels tend to run around, jump from tree to tree, and have high amounts of energy that could be problematic in a household. However, Thumbelina had never met another squirrel that she could remember. Her only influences were Christina and Michael, so she walked slowly and stayed seated most of the time. Noticing her lack of squirrelness, Thumbelina's human parents tried to introduce her to others of her kind. She wasn't a fan of it at all and didn't see herself in her fellow squirrels. "I don't know what she thinks she is," her parents said, "but definitely not a squirrel." Despite not having any squirrel friends, Thumbelina, a now 2-year-old eastern gray squirrel as of 2018, is having the best of her life living with Christina and Michael. In fact, one could say she's living her best life. Thumbelina is practically turned into a stay-at-home human being. She watches TV, cuddles up in blankets, and even dresses up in costumes that her mom hand-makes for her. When the weather's nice enough for Thumbelina's tastes, she'll sometimes go out with her mom in either a bag or on a leash. She won't even do any dirty business in the bag because she's fully potty trained and listens to her parents. Well, most of the time. Despite Christina and Michael loving her with all their hearts, raising Thumbelina is neither easy nor is it cheap. According to Christina, the couple spent over $10,000 towards Thumb's care over the past 2 years. There must have been a few vet bills, but where's the rest of that money going? In an attempt to earn some money back for more of Thumbelina's needs, Christina set up several social media accounts for Thumb, which have taken off like rockets. On these accounts, she promotes the sale of Thumbelina t-shirts, keychains, and other types of merchandise. The cute photos on Thumbelina's social media pages are highly enjoyable, but what's most important is that she's healthy and happy. Fans still keep a watchful eye on the Thumbelina's progress, including fan Brantley Harrison, who happens to be raising a struggling baby squirrel of her own. Please feel free to share this with your friends.